What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl Tajanel Chinyere, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did my two-strand twist with lock knots, as well as how I wrap my hair with thread. And first, I'm just going to go ahead and start my two-strand twist. I am demonstrating how I do it, just in case somebody doesn't know. First off, I'm just starting by trying to, retwist my locks because they need a little bit of maintenance. And I'm just using the technique of palm rolling, which is just rubbing my locks together with my palms in a rolling motion. So yeah, if you don't know how to do that, that's exactly how you do it. That's the simplest way I can explain it. But then as far as the two-strand twist, you're just going to take both locks, put them together and make them cross over each other. And that's pretty much what you're going to do all the way down continuously, is make sure they're going under and over each other all the way until you get your two-strand twist. Next, we are going to go into how to wrap your locks with thread. And I just want to reiterate that you do not have to do the two-strand twist. You can actually do this on your individual locks, but I just liked how it turned out. So we are going to be using thin thread. You can use yarn as well. But what you're going to do is measure out your thread, make it a little bit longer, if not much longer than your lock that you're going to choose. I have two different colors that I'm going to be using, so like I said, feel free to use whatever you would like. And then I am going to measure them equally, and then I'm going to fold it. This you should do, because the way you're going to start it is you're going to fold it, and then on the end where they're connected or where they're folded in half, that's the part where you're going to put it on top of your lock and then bring it over and around your lock. So if you know how to braid, this is very simple, very easy. That's all you're doing, is braiding the thread around your lock. If you don't, like I said, when you fold it in half, you're going to put that half piece that connects in the center over your lock, and then you're going to put the thread under your lock, hold it, and then wrap it around, and do the same thing with the other piece of thread. Wrap it over and under, and you're going to continuously do this motion until they are crossed all the way down your lock. And yeah, this is very simple, very easy. If you just want to do something different, I did this for my baby shower and it turned out really cute. It's just a nice little flare. This does not take long at all. I believe I did 8, and that took me about 20 minutes, I would say. So you will need some time depending on how much of these you want to do. At the end, you do want to tie them. I did 2 knots, and then of course you want to cut off the ends, but that is pretty much it. I also wanted to mention that I did get this idea from Alicia Dawn. We grew up together, and she has the best advice for locks. Even though she's not locked anymore, I would definitely go check her channel out. But she did mention why she chose the thin thread, and that's just in case you want to wash it. It's not like so heavy on your locks when you're applying it. It's just easier to work with, so that's why I went with thin thread as well. But yeah, that's just something that you guys can just think about depending on what you want to do. And the final thing that we're going to get into is the lock knots. I love this shorter look. It was perfect for the baby shower, and pretty much it was pretty easy. All you're going to need is some rubber bands, and you can get all of these things from the beauty supply store. So first things first, I'm just sectioning off the front of my head, because like I said, I'm going to be doing a shorter look. So it's going to be somewhat like a bob, and pretty much I'm going to take the first lock, and I'm trying to measure it to see how far down I want it to be on my face. But essentially, I'm just going to fold it, and then with that, I'll be creating a loop. And as you go on, you'll see that everything looks different. But with the loop that you create, you're just going to simply wrap the extra lock that you have around that loop. and then you're just going to use the rubber band and secure it. But like I said, this, like throughout my entire head, I had to adjust it because it just, when you figure out what kind of look fits your face or what you're really going for, then you can kind of like tell if it's working for you or not. So this is the great thing about using the rubber bands. You can take it off and on and, you know, just adjust it as you need it. So when I get towards the back of my head, you'll see that they look more like balls, whereas this kind of looks more like a rope, which I don't mind because I'm going to keep those. But I did end up adjusting a few of them, and you guys will see that at the end. But that's just one thing I want y'all to keep in mind, is that this process may take a little longer than you expect. But essentially, if you just do all of them just straight on, it shouldn't take that long. I would say it takes probably less than 30 minutes. And then on top of that, just because I did my 2-strand twist, you know, that made it a lot quicker. But because I did all of my adjusting, it probably took me about an hour to do. But yeah, I love this style. It was very different without having to cut my hair or anything. I love the short look. And yeah, like I said, that's the only thing that you guys got to keep in mind. It is pretty hard to do in the back just because you can't see it. But other than that, other than the adjustment and everything, it's pretty simple, pretty easy.
But I stayed in my place, should've said what I felt, could've spared you the pain. Funny cause you're probably feeling the same, but I need you, I know you. I could wash you down with a soju. I would drink you in like a cold brew. I know you love when I hold you. I know you up thinking back to all the little moments we could undo. Running away to find an escape. You could've just said if you needed your space. Instead you.
And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this content and I hope it helped you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions or even tips and tricks for me. I would love to read your comments. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys for today. Be sure to subscribe and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.